what I have found that works really well for finding A players and great talents is reverse engineering the entire process. Meaning what most people do is they say, I need to hire a sales team leader. So let's go hire a sales team leader. Have you been a sales team leader? Okay, come over here and work at our company as a sales team leader. Instead, when you actually look at the numbers inside your organization, the first thing you have to figure out is what can you afford to pay for this role? So like what's your CAC to LTGP ratio? Is there any margin for a sales team leader? Do you have to lower your sales team commission comp so you can pay a sales team leader? What does that look like? And then reversing, for me, the number one thing with hiring is the job description. So actually creating an accurate job description based on what the values are in the company, what the expectations of the role are, what the qualifications are, and what the KPIs. And then I truly think whenever I talk to somebody like, yeah, I can't hire for that role, like I hired it, didn't work. I say, okay, how many people did you interview? They're like 3. I'm like, there's your problem right there. Because truly, if it's a really important role and you've never hired for that role before, you should be doing 30 to 40 interviews. Because in every interview, you can figure out more about the position, more about the compensation, like the expected compensation, more about how your job posting is. Do they have feedback on like how you can make your offer or job posting better? More about what the responsibility should be, what the qualifications should be, et cetera, et cetera. Like when I've hired for director of operations, chief marketing officer, these are all roles I never hired for before. And so I would do 20, 30 interviews. And by the time I got done with those, I would be like a master at understanding what I should look for in these people. And I feel just what most people do is they say, I need to hire a sales team leader. They do an email blast, they post on their social media, and then they do interview 2 or 3 people. Of course, the salesperson sells them on why they're a great sales team leader, and they just hire that person. Yep. Or this is the funniest one, I need to hire this person. You post inside your general Slack channel, or you message your salesperson, hey, I think you'd be a good sales team leader, and they hire right away. Instead, figure out first exactly who you want. What does the dream person look like? And then once you do that and you put it out there, then you don't settle for anything less than that dream person. So that may be the person, like when we were hiring recently for a role, I created the application and then I sent it to somebody in my team and I said, I think you'd be a great fit for this role. Would you apply here? And so they applied, but ultimately I didn't hire them because they actually weren't the right person for that role. And so I think that person was happy that I even reached out to them in the first place and said, I think you're the right person. But I don't think that they were upset that I didn't hire them because ultimately they didn't match the criteria qualifications of what was on the application. And the final piece I'll say is everybody sucks at hiring. Everybody sucks at hiring in the very beginning. There's no coaching program or course content or YouTube video you can watch and you're like, oh wow, I really understand hiring. It's literally just about volume, which is why doing 20 to 30 interviews will make you better. And sometimes, yeah, you just got to hire the person and then you figure out this is the wrong person, they're terrible. Let me go back and hire another person. And what did this person have that I hated? And let me try to identify that earlier on. And that's the exact same thing with clients. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, you're like, God, I just need money. Let me work with anybody. And then after you work with 5 or 10 people, you're like, okay, I hate these people. I love these people. Let me try to find more of these people and less of that people. I think talent acquisition is the exact same thing.
If you want my help installing any of these systems in your business done for you, be sure to book a call with my team down below.